here on a Local News Live. Gina Benitez from WAFF out of Huntsville, Alabama. And it is a big day today. She is live in Huntsville. She's going to tell us why here in a minute, but in case you missed it, unfortunately, Artemis 1 had to be scrubbed today. However, the exciting part is that Huntsville plays a huge role in Artemis 1. Gina Benitez, thanks for joining us here on Local News Live. Take it away. Tell us why Huntsville is so important.
So yeah, this is obviously it's the country as a whole, but it's special to this community because this is where so much of that rocket was built. So much of it was engineered. This is called the Rocket City. Huntsville is called the Rocket City. A lot of people may not know that. I am here at the Space and Rocket Center, which is just a really incredible place. You can see it behind me. Some of the memorabilia. That's an actual piece.
Oh,
there.
Cool.
Yeah, we have some replicas around, but that is the real thing, the real McCoy there behind me. So what was happening here earlier was a watch party, and thousands of people were in here. I'm gonna just scoot around. Obviously, that has changed now that the launch was scrubbed.
Oh, I'm sure it was a packed house too.
Yeah, it was a packed house. But you know what's so great about this community is, I talked to some folks afterwards, and obviously the air kind of got sucked out of the room. Not as much excitement, not as much energy, but all these people who are here are like, we're going to be back here Friday. We're going to be back here doing the same thing. That's obviously when the next launch attempt is, and they're going to be doing the same thing out here, just gathering folks from the community, because again, it is so special to Huntsville, so special to our community and the nation. This is the first time we're going back to the moon in 50 years, so it's a big deal.
Okay, so I'm curious. I love seeing all the lights behind you, but I want to see more. Flip your camera around. I know our viewers want to see it too. Show us a little behind the scenes look, Gina.
Isn't that so cool?
Yes.
The Saturn V replica up there. Yeah, so this is a very cool museum. I actually just got to Huntsville a couple months ago, so my first time here was this past weekend because I wanted to kind of just get a lay of the land here. But this is a very, very awesome place. I mean, it's definitely overwhelming at first. There's just so much information and so much to learn. But if you are interested in space, which I think to some degree everybody is, right? Space is cool. It's such a great place to come and visit and learn about all our previous launches. And, our meteorologist at WAFF was telling me that he comes all the time. He has one of those yearly passes, and he says every time he comes, he learns something new. So
I can only imagine.
It's great.
Yeah, it's so fascinating. Like you said, everyone loves space, right? You may not know much about it, but it's so fascinating to learn about. Okay, so we were following your live coverage throughout the morning here on Local News Live, of course. And if you missed it, if you're listening to us or watching us, and if you missed it, head on over to WAFF because we were able to learn some fascinating facts. But I thought this was so cool. I saw your little lapel pin on your dress, and I'm curious, did you get that today, Gina?
So I actually got them on Saturday. I just left, but Mr. Richard, and I'm blanking on his last name, Richard Hoover, thank you for that. He is a rocket scientist, and he retired, but not really retired, because he like forever. He comes out here, he volunteers, he talks to folks who come out. So I met him on Saturday when I came out to kind of get a lay of the land, and he gave me these neat little pins right here, a NASA one and an Artemis one.
Well, I tell you what, they sure are adorable, and they were definitely shining today when you were talking all about it. Okay, so y'all have had team coverage throughout the morning, and I know you have a colleague who is in Cape Canaveral. So tell us a little bit, just for our viewers that haven't been up to date with the team coverage, tell us all about what WAFF is doing just to cover this.
Yeah, so Liz Hurley has been in this market for decades. She's actually a Florida gal like me. So she has roots in Florida, and she just covers everything space. I mean, she is our main anchor at WAFF, but she's also been covered, she reports as well, and she's been covering all things space and rocket for so many years. So she really is the authority on this. She loves it. She is so passionate about it. She has been out at Kennedy Space Center now for several days, just kind of She did a bunch of work beforehand, talked to all the local people here, and then headed out there. talked to people there, just kind of getting day of stuff. Obviously, all of the people who went out to watch, kids, families. So yeah, she's been there for some time, and she is really great. I mean, this is in her blood, and she loves it. She's so passionate about it. So we love having her out there and getting that little eye from her angle.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, and so I know a little earlier this morning you were able to grab some people in the crowd there where you currently are in Huntsville. And so I know you talked a little bit earlier this morning, just kind of people, oh, well, we're sad to see this happen today, but we'll be back out here Friday. What else were people saying in the crowd today?
So, kind of reiterating a lot of the same things that we've been talking about. They're just so excited. They feel like this is so special. This is, Huntsville's rocket. It's obviously so many hands are on this, so many people working this from across the country, so many, people from all walks of life, all different aspects. But so much of it happens here. So that's why it really is so special to this community. And they love seeing that. They love being a big part of that. I mean, 3,000 people packed into this space.
Wow.
It was definitely a sight to see. Yeah.
Very neat. Okay. Well, anything else you can tell us, Gina, that we did not know or we did not discuss? We love good, fun facts here on Local News Live.
Let me see if I can give you all a fun fact. I know I talked to Mr. Huber for quite some time over the weekend. Oh, so Sally Ride was one of his students.
Really?
They met. These lapel pins are here. Yeah. So, yeah, he said she got pulled from his class, and he was like, "What the heck is going on?" And they said, "Well, she's going to space." So, yeah. So that's a little bit of fun fact history for you.
Very neat. Very cool. Okay. Well, I know you have a super busy day today. We do appreciate you joining us here on Local News Live. So great to have you.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to talk with you live on Friday, and it'll be a whole different scenario Friday, Gina.
Fingers crossed.
Have a good one. And again, I encourage you to head on over to a WAFF out of Huntsville, Alabama, because they have team coverage on Artemis 1 and will continue to have it all throughout the week. And so to take a look back, to hear from some of those engineers, hear some of those backstories that she was talking about there, how Huntsville has really been ground zero engineering, some of the pieces there that have gone to creating Artemis 1. Check out WAFF.com. That is our gray station in Huntsville.